Welcome, I'm David.
I'm Lindsay,
And this is Desmond's Donders.
The Peel of Lumphanan, also known as the Peel Ring or Peel Bog of Lumphanan, is a defensive structure dating back to the 13th century. It is located near Lumphanan in Aberdeenshire, northeast Scotland. The peel comprises a mound or motte surrounded by two concentric ditches separated by a bank. The outer earth bank is about 4 metres high, the inner ditch or moat is 15 metres across, and the central mound measures 37 by 45 metres. The outer ditch was described as shallow in 1960 and is now difficult to discern. On the top of the mound are the remains of a 1 metre thick wall and the foundation of a house measuring around 15 by 4 metres. The entrance was probably located to the west. The lower half of the motte consists of natural mound and it was heightened when the castle was built. A motte on this site is thought to have been in existence at the time of the Battle of Lumphanan, and this battle was fought nearby in 1057 between King Macbeth and the future King Malcolm III. Macbeth was killed and Macbeth's stone, upon which he is said to have been beheaded, is located 300 metres to the southwest. The present mound was constructed in the 13th century by the de London family, who later adopted the name Durwood from the hereditary position of royal ushers or door wards. The Durwoods used the peel as a lodge for hunting parties from their main local residence at Cowell Castle. Sir John de Melville paid homage to Edward I of England at the peel in 1296. The original ramparts may have been of turf rather than stone, and the rectangular foundation is that of Halton House, which was built in the 15th century by Thomas Charteris of Kinfauns. The circular wall, and originally thought to have been curtain wall of a shell keep, was discovered through excavation in the 1970s to be of 18th century in date. The site is under guardianship of Historic Scotland and is protected as a surviving monument. It is considered to be of national importance as a good surviving example of an earthwork castle with water-filled outer defences.
Hello and welcome to the Ring of Lumphanan. Sorry, the wind's picking up again. This is where we stopped last night, right next to a farm, and we came yesterday with David and had a walk round the ring and then on the top of it, which is what we're going to do just now because Grace needs a walk. So it is Friday the 8th, I think. I'm losing my days here. Yep, I think it's the 8th. And as you can see, there is a moat on, well, the bank has been built up and there was a moat here. Come on, bub. And Edward the First of England came here, as in Longshanks. So and for reasons best known to themselves, people associate this place with Macbeth. But he died 200 years before this place was even built. Well, he was executed, obviously. And I think because the weather is so unpredictable, and people are saying, oh, it was the same last August. Well, maybe it was, but I don't remember. But there's a lot of dark clouds in the sky and the clouds are moving pretty quick. So make of that what you will. Grace is doing very well. She hasn't got a clue what's going on at the moment. She keeps looking at me and saying, okay, Mum, what are we doing? She's doing grand. Come on, you, don't eat grass. I can't take her along the road because there's 2 dead rats on it. Oh, sorry, we're busy. There we go. So sugar. Sorry, I'm losing my foot in here. What you got, Toots? Hey? Come on, Grace. Come on. Good girl. Yeah, something's got her sniffing. David took her out for a short walk last night when it was getting dark, and he said she almost caught a pheasant. Or she scared the pheasant. But pheasant's intact, Grace is intact, so all good. I'm not quite sure where we're going today. I think we had a couple of ideas, but if this wind keeps up, I'm not sure where we're going to end up. But well, that's the circle around the mound, and now we'll go up the top. Come on, baby. Come on, good girl. When we went over the Cairn Mount in the very high winds on Tuesday after leaving Backwater, I didn't want to stop because the winds up there were pretty strong, but the view was very impressive. I can only assume that the indentation there is, it said, site of Hatton House, a modest stone residence built on the ancient castle mound in 1487 by Thomas Charteris of Kinfons, abandoned in the 18th century. Well, it wasn't that big. But this is the castle mound. Okay, baby, come on. Good girl. And the only thing I read on the notice board and actually on the website was that the castle here wasn't here for very long. And there, that nice lush green part is a part that in the last century, in the winter, they allowed to fill with water, and then it would freeze and they'd use it as a curling pond. Obviously with no fear of the ice breaking and you falling in and drowning, because it wouldn't have been that deep. Just deep enough and good enough to actually be able to curl on. It's alright, Baba, it's just the wind. Come on. Sorry, like I said, the wind's pretty strong. And the tractor's over there turning this grass. When we came yesterday, they were making the round hay bales and wrapping it in an awful black plastic. But I suppose it's good for animal feed in the winter when the grass isn't as brilliant as it is at the moment. But this is the Ring of Lumphanan in Aberdeenshire. So, sorry it's short and sweet, but there's not a lot here to see. Okay, Bob. And there's Desmond in the car park. I do have my jacket on today because that wind is rather bracing. So, like I said, sorry, short and sweet, but I'm sure you get the gist. And because we had a relatively clear sky last night, no light pollution, David tested out his sea star and the pictures he got were incredible. Very impressed. He's like a kid when Christmas came all together. You know, he couldn't stop grinning last night. So I can't wait to see what the sea star's capable of the next time we can use it. It was very impressive. So thank you for coming with us on this very short tour of Lumphanan, the Ring of Lumphanan. Like I said, it's quite a place. We've never been before. But I think we'll be heading off soon to find out where's next and hopefully avoid the rain and the wind. Yeah, I've got two hopes of that happening. Come on, Bob. Come on. Good girl. So, thank you for coming with, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you for watching Desmond's Donders. And remember, while in the countryside, indeed anywhere, take nothing but memories and leave nothing but tracks. Please subscribe and click that notification bell to receive notifications of all our videos.